This right here is crazy.
AyeQ!
This is what, yo, imagine him in a hospital room with and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy AyeQ, and I'm back with another reaction video for you guys today. And this video was sent by one of my supporters. They asked me to do a reaction to the video, and the title of the video is 90 Day Fiancés David and Annie Talks Passport Bros and Family. So seems like we have a passport bro situation here where men go overseas to find love. What I will say is this, fellas. Usually when it comes to women, they usually fall in love with men who are in their culture first. Now there are some situations where they might find love outside of their culture, but a lot of times it starts within their culture. And usually when they decide to deal with a man outside of their culture, it's usually strictly for money or based on the fact that he's a provider, but it's definitely not for love. All right, but with no further ado, let's jump right into the video.
Really think about kind of finding love outside, it kind of birthed this whole era of the passport bros and this narrative, this conversation that's happening. And I think it's great because I think often what we do is we limit ourselves to where we can find love. And
Absolutely. And even we have people that have gone through the 90-day fiance. They'll come up to us that maybe did it 20 years ago, and they'll share their story with us. And
the love is outside the country is have been for long time, since we have an air parent, I think. But they don't have the documentary like 90 Day Fiance, and that's why I think it's make the show is very popular when it's come out, because you can see diversity of another, that's like not just the love in America, but the love that how people adapt to the culture, the spouse, the food, the pregnant, how the family gonna react, and that's why it's I mean, it's a real life. It
right.
is happening every day, but we just be able to be, to share our story with many people.
and you're right, it has opened up where people, I'm sure many years, most Americans don't even have a passport, let alone think about, I could actually find love outside the United States. And you hear the term mail order bride, which was an old term.
What is that?
Mail order bride is like you would have agents that would find women and say,
oh, like matchmaker.
Yeah, but it was kind of a nastier, like they were for sale. So it was kind of a.
Do they pay?
Well, the man would pay for the matchmaker services.
No, they should pay for the bride.
Well, that's kind of what it was. Well, but they wouldn't use that. They would say it wasn't going directly to them. They were maybe getting a small part. Yeah. So that was the older term, but it has shown that everybody is able to find love across religions, faiths, cultures, you name it. And it is amazing.
Look, that says a lot, bro. They are speaking about finding love, and his wife is saying they should pay. Her main focus was, were they willing to pay the bride? So it almost seems like she's saying, hey, I don't mind being up for sale if they paying. That's just what it seemed like. But again, fellas, man, this is why it don't pay to feed the birds, man. Don't trick. Don't buy love, bro, because you can't. This right here is crazy.
I was living in China when I met Annie. So we didn't do the long distance that a lot of people have done on the show, where they meet, they go back to America, they stay in their country, they wait for the visa process. I was living in China. We went back to Thailand, obtained the visa once we got the pre-approvals. We came to America, and I was unprepared to come back to the U.S. because I hadn't lived here in 5 years.
Right.
I was teaching in China, first in Thailand, then China.
What would you say, like, are some of the challenges that you two faced in terms of because like I said, I'm a big fan, so I've been watching since day one, and I know like you had some challenges with your family, and there were
Yes.
some cultural challenges. But can you kind of expand on some of the challenges you faced as a couple?
I mean, the biggest challenge for us was obviously economic,
Okay.
and not knowing where life would take us next. And even to this day, that's still, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. I mean, we know tomorrow because we're actually going to California to start the IVF for Annie on Thursday. So, but in general, I think when almost any couple is, we didn't really know what to expect coming back to America. For her, she thought it was all Hollywood from a movie.
No, I watched movie, but I didn't expect like I gonna live the lifestyle like that. But I thought like all the neighbors gonna look like Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's not, end up in Kentucky, firehouse, so unique. Ta-da! This reality.
Living
But
on
you know what
Dixie
I
Highway in
love?
Louisville.
Annie really stuck by you, David. She's like, it wasn't what it's like, this is not what I expected. I didn't come here to kind of have
Yeah,
to struggle, but she
yeah.
still stuck by you.
That's more the
Absolutely.
shot.
What the hell? She stuck by him. He brought her here. Fellas, this is why going overseas and looking for love is dangerous, bro. Because it's okay until you bring her back to the States. See, when she meets you overseas, to her, you're the man. To her, you're a star. But when you bring her back to the States and she's seeing men who looks better than you, who got more money than you, now she's seeing you as a regular average dude. You're you're no longer that guy in her eyes. And that's why if you look at his wife, no disrespect, but she sounds a bit entitled. She should be thankful that he brought her to the States, but yet it's like she expect more. That's crazy, bro. And you could tell homie is really in it for love. But she's making it clear. But then again, it's like, come on, bro. When she met you, she saw you as an opportunity. That's it. But you thought it was love. Fellas, be careful, man. For real.
Balancing to me. Live on Dixie Highway in the store unit for 2 years. No family, no friend.
And without a green card at that point to travel, even go back to visit.
Cannot work, But I just, what? I just honestly, and that's why I was like, just what will be. Just do your best every day, and just, I'm talking to my family back to Thailand every single day just to keep me busy and to keep, warning myself what I'm doing, and trying things. Let's see if I can hang on it. How long, you know? And yeah, I did it.
So, like, we've seen the growth of your relationship, and like, I think it's fantastic because the biggest problem a lot of people are having with relationships right now is that people are like, I can't find someone, it's not working, right? Like,
Yeah,
everybody's
it's because
complaining.
if you keep looking at someone with very high expectation and they didn't goes the way you expect them, and you just dump them, but that's not fair because you forgot to bring something on the table too. Sometimes people just just discuss like the relationship is a compromise of both. You cannot just expect another person just to be the way you want, because sometimes we cannot even be the way we want ourselves to be. We cannot control ourselves. So that's why the relationship is hard for a lot of people. It wasn't what I expect. Well, think you're supposed to do that for me, but you know, focus about yourself. What you're supposed to do.
And the world really is a disposable society.
Look, you know, I wish these two the best, but fellas, the reality is, if you go overseas and a chick looks at you as, wow, this guy could get me to America, she's gonna look at you as an opportunity, fam, before she actually love you. So to think that you could go overseas and find love makes no sense to me, bro. Because if a woman is looking at you as an opportunity, dog, there's no love that's involved there. And then the sad part about it is when you bring her to the States and she start looking around, and let's say you bring her to the States, you marry her, she get her papers and all that, and then she realized like shit, she could divorce your ass if she find better. Because she's gonna compare you to other men. And she will be dealing with other men who are more attractive than you, who got more money than you. So what you used to pull her, that's not gonna work for you anymore. Because you don't bump her to a different level in the game now. So your job is like done. She might dismiss you whenever she feel like it. That's what I'm saying. So what this guy doing is like, to me, it's dangerous, bro. But again, fellas, this is what I tell you all the time, bro. You gotta self-improve, man. Work on yourself. Invest in yourself. Hit the gym. Level up, bro. If you don't, you will end up thinking you will find love overseas, man. Sad situation, though. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's your boy AyeQ. I'm out. Peace.